The archaeological site of the Sanctuary of Hercules Corino is not far from the historical center of Sulmona. It is located at the foot of Mount Morone, near the imposing abbey of Santo Spirito, and is overlooked by the small hermitage of Sant'Onofrio, which stands higher on the steep rocky walls. The setting of the places of worship is introduced by some funerary objects from the graveyard of Fonte d'Amore, found at the foot of Mount Morone and referring to a village that must have extended along the slope below the Sanctuary of Hercules Corino. Other finds allude to a workshop located along the path leading up to the place of worship. With respect to this important terraced monument, the museum houses a one-to-one scale reproduction of the small temple on the upper terrace. It is complete with the floor mosaic and the mural wall decorations, which here are revised and represented according to the original layout. The gens Italica, originally from Sulmo, made a great fortune with maritime trade, and one of its exponents, Marcus Actius Petitius Marso, donated with the tithe of his earnings an extraordinary bronze statuette depicting Hercules at rest, the replica of a Lycipian work. The statuette was found during excavations in the Sanctuary of Hercules Corino, the first among the sanctuaries presented in the museum. The area of the temple appears to the visitor in the form of large artificial terraces set against the steep slope of the mountain. On the summit terrace, you will find the interesting remains of a sacellum with frescoed perimeter walls and floor with a multicolored mosaic of Hellenistic design. Not far from Sulmona, it is possible to visit the other important place of worship in the territory of Cansano, which in the past was known as Agia Sulmonensis. The museum displays many notable findings from the Peligno Sanctuary of Ocriticum, whose magnificent remains have been explored by means of systematic archaeological excavations. Placed at the foot of the fortified center of Colle Mitra, it could be reached through the important roadway known as Via Nova, which was recorded on the tabula Peutingeriana that mentioned this site as Iovis Larene. The place name Ocriticum is derived from a funerary inscription with a dedication made by the cultores Iovis Ocriticani, attesting to the worship of Jupiter in this area. Archaeological investigations have revealed the remains of a large sanctuary, dwellings, necropolis, and production buildings, frequented from the 4th century BC until the 6th century. The exhibits in the museum come mainly from votive deposits found in the temples dedicated to Hercules and Ceres. You have the possibility to visit the site, which includes a large area, bordered by a remarkable wall, where you can see the temples of Jupiter, Hercules, and Ceres. A beautiful path made of wooden walkways allows for a pleasant visit of one of the most interesting Roman sites in the area. The historical center of Sulmona preserves various testimonies of the ancient Roman Sulmo. The Domus Ariana, which is located inside the civic museums of the Santissima Annunziata, represents an important testimony coming from the various urban archaeological sites scattered around the city.